So, just a quick question: the squeeze on school places and special schools. What do you anticipate the lack of places? What kind of impact do you think it's going to have on this budget next year and for the remainder of this financial year?
Well, we're having to be a lot more creative about the packages that we organise for children and young people. Sometimes places that may be out of county, so there may be an additional pressure on the budget. But at the moment, I can't comment too much more on that. We can speculate till the cows come home, but it's, we have to wait and see what actually emerges.
Does the local authority have an accurate idea of the amount of pressure on school places and special schools at the moment? Is there a set
Well,
of
as
data?
you know, Joe, there's a lot of work going on in schools for the future at the moment with forecasting both in the short and medium term. So we are trying to get to grips with that number, which we know over the last few years has risen exponentially as it has in so many other authorities. But I really can't. I mean, we've got a lot of unknowns at the moment around COVID impacts, etc. as well. So I'm not certain that any number or figure I give you, well, I'm not going to give you a number or figure because I don't think it exists properly at the moment.
Thanks, Sue. I think so. Just to be clear, we don't know. We have an idea that it's increasing the number of places required, but we don't yet know the financial impact of that.
Correct.
And we don't know the financial impact of not meeting that requirement of places. So having insufficient number of special school places, we don't know what the financial impact of that's going to be yet.
Because it depends exactly what the needs of the children and young people coming forward are as to what schools they need and where else they could go with, whether it's a very close neighbouring authority, whether it's a much further distance, or what's going to come through.
Thank you, Sue. Yeah, no, just try to get to the point. So just try to distill that into we don't know we know there's going to be a pressure. We don't know what it is yet, but we can anticipate that without a resolution, it's going to get worse.
And we are working on what we do about additional places, as you know. We try to be creative with our SEND capital as well as other aspects of work in schools for the future, both in the very short, medium term.
Thanks, Sue. I think it's just useful that the forum knows that, but thank you. That's all, Chair.
In representing, my role on here is representing middle schools or secondary schools, and I just think it's our duty to note at the moment that I think this amount of money that Joe's just been discussing, it is going to be considerable. And that this is a major concern coming forward from head teachers at the moment in middle schools. I just think it's our duty to note that.
Yeah, and I think that is duly noted. And I do know that there are plans afoot to be looking at those and the whole SEND agenda. There's quite a lot of work in the background going on. So at some point, that work will be brought to school forum and to heads and governors to see and to be part of that consultation. But at this moment in time, we can't discuss that.